Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 5 1.5-minute rounds and will be contested under C-class Muay Thai rules in the 75-kilogram division. Over to your referee.
And now we are back and we are stepping up in class. So this contest is a C-class bout of Muay Thai fought under 75 kilos. We have Danil Gavrilov.
Oh, yes.
And he is from the MB Muay Thai gym in Reading, trained under James Matthews. I used to train with James, top lad from Reading. And we've obviously got Aaron in the blue corner.
Do you know Aaron?
I do not. He did fight on the last show.
I've sparred him a lot, and he is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, he certainly. Oh, there he opens up with a very flashy spinning kick.
These boys, as you well know, Danil is harder than a coffin nail, and they don't call him Mr. Enigma for nothing.
Oh, and look at some of these bigger kicks. And I think he already landed a knee, which had an effect there. Aaron landed a big knee on Danil as he was coming in, and it seemed to have quite a dramatic effect on Danil. But he has recovered now. However, what are we seeing? 15, 20 knees now firing in from Aaron. And they are literally non-stop in that clinch.
Aaron is fit, he is weird, he does horrible things with his stance, you cannot read him, his hands are low, he is frustrating. However, Danil is a tough cookie and will not fall apart.
I think it might only be a matter of time until one of these flashy kicks actually finds its mark.
It's not nice when they do.
I'm sure it isn't. But yeah, the length, and I was actually having this conversation with a friend of mine. Sometimes he's a true believer in the tall, slimmer, rangy fighters like Aaron can be the ones with some of the most power because they get the torque involved in those shots, and when it's all pure muscle, and when they land those shots, it can be absolutely devastating. But yeah, great first round. Obviously, it wasn't a one-sided affair, but I think that Aaron certainly got the better of that side, just simply through the volume of shots that he threw.
The depressing thing when you're stood in front of Aaron is he doesn't tire. He will keep that up. Well, Danil needs to find a way to mitigate the risk of getting kneed and kicked. And the way to do it with a fighter like Aaron is to corner him. You need to get in there with a battering ram, jump on him, pin him in a corner.
Well, it appears, the majority of Aaron's weapons there were very rangy. So, as you said, I would certainly try and get inside that long range. He also did have a devastating clinch game with those knees. So, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place there, aren't you?
He has come from a taekwondo background, which would explain his movement.
Yeah. Very sort of like Michael Page, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
So it's quite funny, Michael Venom Page was recently made his UFC debut, and I actually refereed his very first fight on UCMMA, where he did a tremendous spinning tornado kick knockout, which has been replayed over and over and over again in the last couple of months.
I was cage side at Bellator when he sculled Cyborg in.
Ah, right, yeah. So was I, I was in the audience. I was in the front row.
I was actually cage side.
Oh, well, not up to your standard there, Greaves. But yeah, I was there when it was like he'd been shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was awful. I think everybody in the back of the room heard that crack.
Yeah. So anyway, look, there we go, some more strong. Look, he's repeating that kick, and it's finding a home.
He's very, very in and out, so you need to be in with Aaron.
Yeah, so I think Danil's being very cautious now. He's sort of he's taking a bit of a hammering in round one, and he's deciding he doesn't want to get involved in round two, maybe.
Thing is, if you're a traditional Muay Thai fighter, these people who are in and out, spinny, and they're just hell on earth. You look at your coach, what the hell do I do with this?
Well, exactly. Most Muay Thai fighters will stand in front of each other and go kick for kick.
That's it.
And then when you've got a guy that's jumping up and down and in and out and back and forward, you don't know what to do with him, do you?
Nope.
There we go. Nice kick to the breadbasket there. And again, those spinning techniques. He's finding that he's getting a little bit closer every time. He's judging that range. And like I said before, I think sooner or later one of them might land.
Oh, yes. Danil now knows he's got to push forward. You have to catch him. He's like a wild bird and you've got a net. He's just everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, Danil's looking a little bit tired there, and he's got a bit of a dejected look on his face. He looks like he hasn't got an answer for what's coming his way. Whereas in the other corner, Aaron certainly looks very, very happy with his performance so far, and I think he's just uber keen to get out into the next round and continue the onslaught.
It's definitely a fun and watchable and entertaining fight.
So James Matthews there in the corner of Danil, trying to give him the necessary encouragement, and obviously trying to get him to make the right adjustments. So here we go into round 3. Let's see if if the corner advice has had any effect.
Switching of stance there.
Yeah,
Aaron.
Aaron's certainly just trying to line up a big kick there, isn't he? You can see him making the feint. There we go. Look at that. He's jumping. You can see him, he's deciding, do I throw the left or do I throw the right? And there was a big knee, kind of feigned the kick and then threw the knee.
Danil finding answers now.
Yeah, it's been it's just a kicking contest so far.
He's finding answers to the question that is Aaron Duvigneau. Starting now, look, he's coming forward, he wants to corner him. That's where you're going to do your damage.
Well, as you said earlier, Kyle,
you go.
There you go. The answer is to pressure him. Is don't stand on the end of those long limbs wait for them to turn in. You need to put them down. You need to take the distance out of it, take the sting out of those shots, and then you can get inside and land some of your own.
Lovely step-in knee there from Aaron. That's probably the most Muay Thai thing I've ever seen him do.
And again, he just landed another, and one with the other side. He did a right and then he did a left. And you can see there's red marks appearing on the torso of Danil. I would say those knees are certainly having the desired effect. And what I think we might find is if he continues throwing those knees, we're going to see Danil's hands dropping, and then he may well come over the top with a head strike. That may be the strategy at the moment. I try and lure him down and set that trap.
This is a frustrating affair for Gavrilov, and he is going to get quote-unquote pissed off, and it's going to turn into a fight.
Yeah, he started off that round a lot stronger, but then straight away, middle of the round, Aaron started finding that range again, and he landed a couple of those very vicious knees. And if it wasn't for the washboard stomach of young Danil there, I think it may well have had a worse effect.
He's certainly an athlete, in great shape, trains hard. But when you fight somebody like Mr. Enigma, sometimes you're going to suffer the frustrations of why they call him that.
Second down.
I think we're going to be seeing some exploding hands here from Danil as we go into round 4.
Oh, nice deep kick there from Danil.
Sorry, viewers at home, we went a bit quiet because we're both fixated on this bout. And if you're watching live at home, you should be too.
Again, you can see that Aaron, he's making feints, he's stepping in back and forward. He's deciding he's looking for a strong kick, and he's just deciding which shot to actually pick. He's thrown that back body kick a few times.
Danil walking him down now. Said no, enough's enough. I'm bored of this, being on the end of your feet and heels. I'm coming in to pick you off.
And that's what he needs to do. He needs to, like I say, get inside that long range, take the sting out of those shots and start landing some of his own. Nice catch, and then he went for the sweep. Went the wrong way though, didn't he?
You and I have done this many times. We know it's easier said than done.
Yeah, it's all well and good talking about it and, talking the good game.
Well, yeah, but Kyle and Andy sat comfortably in their chairs that you should do this.
But once you're actually on the end of those stinging shots, it becomes a lot more difficult, doesn't it?
Different gravy, Andy.
Yeah, fairly even round there, not much going on. But I think it's sort of setting up maybe the final round where we're going to look for something. Hopefully we might see them up the gears in the second round and go for broke in the final round, sorry.
Gavrilov's frustration certainly made its way across the ring and found its way to the table here, because I can sure as hell feel he is not enjoying himself right now through sheer frustration.
Yeah, and like I say, there's his coach, James Matthews, giving him the necessary encouragement, telling him, you know, look, we've got one more round left. It's all to play for. We're
Get
going
out
into this
there,
round.
knock him out, do some damage, throw some grenades and see what sticks. That's what I'll be telling him.
Exactly. Yeah, he's probably telling them that he needs a finish for this final round.
Absolutely.
And so in order to do so, you've got to go for broke and start swinging some bombs.
Let's see what happens as we go into round 5 of what has been an awesome bout here on Ronin.
And there we go, straight away. Aaron not hanging around and trying to get in there with some of those flashy kicks once again. Oh, nice question mark kick there. Oh, and we were going for the lead body shot there by Danil.
Referee Jesse Saunders nearly gets squished in the process.
I'm sure he would have blocked it. He's got those skills. And there we go, we're going kick for kick right now.
Dan in survival mode, hands high, good block.
That's what he's doing though. He's, like you said, hands high, he's moving in, he wants to close the range and then try and unleash some big punches.
You cannot have low hands with a Taekwondo fighter, a black belt. They stick their feet places where you cannot see.
And there's nothing worse than when you don't see that foot coming and it gives you a clap round the chops.
Those Taekwondo kicks come out of the shadows and send you into the light. That's it. Excellent blocking there. Lot of respect for Dan's hand position.
He is defending very, and he landed a nice lead shot there. He is defending very, very well in this final round.
Yeah, a lesser man would have eaten one of those for breakfast.
I think it's a bit of a shame, really, that he didn't get this earlier. You know, he's defended very well in this round, and if he'd have done that earlier in the fight, it may well have paid dividends for him.
Lessons learned, but he walks away unhurt, looking like it, and gets to, go home and be with his family tonight.
Yeah, head held high. I certainly think that Aaron will be getting a nod from the judges.
I think he might be right, but we won't spoil it for everybody just yet.
No worries.
We'll let our MC go do that now.
Yeah, the handsome chap that he is. So, as Kyle steps back into the ring, once again, fantastic contest there between Danil Gavrilov and Aaron Duvigneau. And we're just going to hand over now to our MC, Kyle, with the judge's decision. And our referee, Jesse Saunders, to raise the winner's hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 awesome rounds of Muay Thai action, your judges at ringside have reached unanimous decision. So let's hear it for your winner. In the blue corner, Aaron Duvigneau. And let's hear it for runner-up, Danil Gavrilov.